yeah? Apologies. Guys, welcome back. Whoa, welcome back, guys, to episode 46 of the Sweet Science podcast with your boy, Fat Mouse. Who else we got in here?
I can't forget. I'm Cash with a K and not a C.
Thank you for your patience. First and foremost. Secondly, switching it up slightly. Obviously, like I keep saying, recurring themes every week, and it's Ramadan. This is the third week of Ramadan. We're in the last 10 days of Ramadan. And this is, you know, again, traditionally the most blessed part of the month. So we thought, why not give you like a, you know, give you like a little, not a rundown, but you know what I mean, just a little insight. Obviously, this is why we started the episode the way we did. Had a bit of water. Traditionally, we break the fast with dates, but we didn't have none, unfortunately. They did say that this comes with dates, but it didn't. But that's not a problem because I'm not mad. Did you say? Did you introduce yourself? Like, I can't speak.
Yeah, no, I did.
Okay, cool.
But it was really cack because I'm so hungry. I've got no energy.
I'm not gonna lie to you. So let's just take this off. Yeah? Oh my days, guys! We did say we're gonna be eating on camera, innit? Yeah. And what we did was, let me take a quick little flick. Yeah, is we went to a place called Grillers in Camden. Yeah.
Gorillas Peri Peri.
Grillers Peri Peri in Camden. I'm gonna take a picture of our one, of what we got. It's a bit crazy, and I'm gonna take a picture of their one and upload what they gave us as well. But basically, we got but it's a 4-man meal. There's 2 of us here. It's a 4-man meal, but there's only 2 of us here. 4 burgers, 4 portions of doner, but I'm not gonna lie, they're meaty portions of doner. So it's probably 2 large portions of doner. What are these things called again?
So there's
fillets.
4 strips.
No, there's bare
there's fillet strips.
There's 4 barbecue.
Wings.
My mouth is watering. I can't speak.
And 4 portions of fries. 4 portions of chips.
4 portions of fries. 4 portions of barbecue strips, 2 buffalo strips, and 2 sweet chili chicken strips. Yeah?
And bear sauce.
And hella chips and bear sauce, chipotle sauce. Chipotle? How do you pronounce this thing?
Chipotle.
But yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. Grillers in Camden. Shout them out, but I am very hungry. Obviously, for those of you that don't know what fasting is, don't eat or drink from sunrise to sunset. All right, he's got involved already. He started.
I'm sorry.
Sunrise to sunset, and this is our meal. This is the first meal we've had since.
We tried a doner.
About 4 a.m. yesterday. Yeah.
Wow, that doner's mad.
Is it? Mm-hmm. Right, I'm gonna go for a chip. Okay.
So basically, what we're gonna do is, like what we did at the end of the year of 2020, when we did a little mukbang session kind of thing.
Yeah.
We're eating and really discussing the best fights of 2020, fighters, etc. Yeah. We're gonna do that, but we're gonna talk about this weekend's.
I just thought we'd have a meal instead of a dessert. You know what I mean, a little break from the norm. Don't try and land on the food, bruv. Some feather.
Look at that.
So, if it's messy, I don't really care. If you lot don't appreciate the fact that man can eat, I don't care. But shout out Gridders in Camden. One sec.
So
I'm right here. Okay. Sorry, I had to grab some tissue. Here you go, son. Need more than usual. All right, cool. So yesterday, this weekend, we had...
Where we starting?
Boxing. UK. We started in the UK. All right? We had... Oh, this is dank. Hold up.
We were in the Manchester Arena. Not us, but the boxing world.
Manchester Arena.
For Derek Chisora and Joseph Parker.
Yes, we were indeed. Heavyweight... What did they call it? Now, what did they...
Title eliminator?
Yeah, it's a title eliminator.
It wasn't actually, was it? It wasn't.
It's meant to be, but it wasn't really.
It's just a gauge.
7-Up exotic cocktail. Let me see what this is saying, yeah? Blood. 36 grams of sugar. That's mad.
I'm going in for the sweet chili one. Pick that with my hands because I'm a pig.
Blow with your hand. Yeah. What do you think of the fight, firstly?
Well,
It's interesting, isn't it?
let's talk about the before the fight.
Oh my days.
So-
Okay. Good point. Still.
For a Derek Chisora fight, it was quite the build up was
Uneventful.
quite dull. Until what, a day before the fight? 2 days before the fight?
The day before. I think. Yeah.
They were contractually obliged to have a coin flip to see who walks first and second
For the ring walk, yeah.
for the ring walk. Between
Obviously-
Parker and
Whoever walks out first is the lesser viewed fighter, yeah. So, Joseph Parker won the toss, and he chose to go second, naturally, yeah. Chisora said,
But I feel like-
"Nah, mate."
one thing though, I feel like there's no crowd anyway. Why does it matter?
Status, isn't it?
It's so dumb.
I'm unraveling my first burger, yeah. I don't know what's inside. We've got 2 chicken burgers and 2 beef burgers. They've got more like exciting names than that, but I'm just gonna call them that for now.
Anyway,
Yeah. Oh my days.
wow, that's amazing. You gotta show them.
It's messy. It's messy.
Yeah, messy.
But, bruv, looks mad. I'm gonna have to clean it. Guys, you're gonna have to witness us cleaning mid-pod as well, yeah?
Anyway,
Unfortunately, that's just how it goes.
so this is very difficult to do, man.
I lie? How do people do this? Because I don't want to stop eating.
Chisora kicked up a big fuss about it. He went crazy.
He said there's no way.
There's no fight.
Yeah. I am walking out first. If
He
you think so,
threatened.
there's no fight.
He threatened to cancel the whole fight because he wanted to walk out second. Good on him,
Wow.
but good on him in the sense that he's a madman. It's funny,
He just made it exciting there.
but it's silly though because it's in your contract. He just didn't think he was going to lose, so it's either goes my way or there's no way.
They had to get his mum involved.
He started packing his bags from the hotel
Yeah.
and decided he's going to leave.
David Hay had to get his mum involved. Tell him, listen, son, you've been training hard for this. Don't let it go to waste. Let's get the fight done, innit? Let's get the fight made. So he agreed to listen to his mum, and apparently, like David Hay said, that's the only person she would have listened to. Well, go on. You do. Oh, it's disgusting.
So I spat all the food out and not the fork that I broke. Right at the end. There's plastic fork in it, so I broke the fork. But there's another one.
Something butters came out.
No, it was just a fork that I broke. It's calm.
Okay.
Has we got more? How's the
So
burger?
then- It's tasty. Everything's spicy, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not big on spice like this, man.
Yeah. Mother Chisora sorted it, and Derek agreed to go in second.
Come out, no, first.
Sorry, go in 1st. Yeah, agreed to let Parker stay second. Walking out. I'm going for the chicken burger first. Yeah.
Fight was good. It was a fight of 2 halves, as they say. Chisora. How soon was it? 8 seconds.
7 seconds in,
7
man.
seconds in. Floored Parker. He knocked him down. Watching the replay, I didn't really see it as a knockdown, personally. But either way, it was scored as one. And that was interesting because you could see it didn't
But he kind of
really
hit him on the
affect
back of the head. It was like mid-back. It wasn't too far back, but it wasn't right at the front of the head.
Yeah.
He was obviously hurt a bit, but he wasn't visibly like he wasn't rocked.
Yeah.
The fight wasn't ever in danger of being stopped, basically. But again, beautiful start. You can't complain, can you? If you're Chisora
Absolutely.
going in as the underdog
Crazy, isn't it?
and got a knockdown in the first 7 seconds of the fight.
Guys, I don't know if you don't want to hear the chewing, innit? Because I know a lot of people tune into these kind of things for that. I'm just eating.
I ain't got a choice.
Every now and again, I'm trying to move into the mic so you lot can hear me chewing, but I'm feeling like a bit of a creep. So I'm going to stop that. I'm not going to lie. But yeah. The fight was... I wouldn't say it was an amazing fight. It was just... Chisora being Chisora, and a little
And
bit.
Parker being Parker.
But Parker being a little bit more, he was being Parker, but a little bit more because he was, okay, like the second half especially, he was really bringing it. And I think he realised actually, I need to do a lot to turn it around. And so he did.
Even towards the end, he started holding again, letting
But
go.
that's his signature move though. That's what he does.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't get why, again, the ref, similar to the AJ Parker fight, he just kept breaking it up when he's holding. Holding isn't, like, that's, just like, as soon as they clinch,
let them work a little.
yeah, let them get to work in that position. It's not an issue. It doesn't stop the flow. That's just how they box. Let them be, innit?
Yeah, they just kept getting stopped. It was a very stop-start fight.
Mm-hmm.
There was very small moments where Parker started to unload.
Yeah.
I mean, his first combinations is beautiful.
They are. He's got good combinations. He looked a little bit, what's the word? He just seemed a little bit absent, though. I'm not going to lie to you.
Like,
In pockets, yeah.
It was weird because, I mean, in moments he looked brilliant.
Yes.
And then sometimes I'm just like, you're too defensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was a moment in the 10th or 11th round when Chisora was hurt on the ropes and he was there to be taken out.
Yeah.
And he backed off. And I was thinking to myself, what are you doing?
I think he was battered, though, innit?
You think so?
He was
No
quite
energy.
tired. Mm-hmm. Chisora can't hide how tired he is. I know you're not talking about Chisora. Chisora can't hide how tired he is.
He was puffing from
The end of the first round, he's panting. He's like asthmatic. Parker hides it well, but you know he's tired, innit? You know, heavyweight, 10th round, 11th round, or whatever. Of course, he's gonna be tired
in a high volume,
Mm-hmm.
high pressure fight. You got someone big and strong
So I
walking
think
you down.
to save himself, he avoided going kamikaze. Do you know what I mean?
Do you think Del Boy should have won the fight?
I don't believe so. But
Why?
I know a lot of people disagree with me. You know,
Spencer Heron thinks that he won, innit?
Dillian White thinks he got robbed.
Yeah.
As a Brit, I think a lot of people expect that we should say, "Oh, Chisora got it," but I'm not watching as a Brit. I'm just watching as a fan, and I'm seeing literally a fight of two halves. And the second half of the fight, I didn't see enough from him at all.
He gassed out really quick.
He gassed out very quick. The first half he was
He
doing
didn't
well.
gas
But I
out.
don't think he was dominating.
He didn't gas out, but it was very. He expended a lot of energy early on.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. And later on in the fight, that caught up.
I think this is a lot of food, Bev. You know I'm going to finish it, innit? I don't care if you're not. You're going to be fuming. Or shall we wait?
Let's slow it down a little bit.
Slow it down?
As in, let's pace ourselves.
Never. Do I look like Chisora? But yes. In the end, Parker got the win. It was a split decision, right? Or what? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was split.
It was a split decision. So, yes, it is true. It was 100% because Chisora won according to one ref, to one judge,
Always do that.
and two.
See, the
judges
two
it
that
to-
gave. So the first two were close.
Mhm.
The third judge gave it like a landslide.
Yeah,
Not a landslide, but
there was a bigger margin.
it was 116, 111 or something, or something silly.
Like this, yeah.
It was a close fight, but I think the right
I don't
man
know
won.
if that's yeah. But again, you can say every round was in contention, but in the first half, no, I can't even say that. I take that back. Sorry, I retract that statement. It was quite clear. 6 rounds, maybe 5 rounds for Chisora, and then after that,
Listen, Chisora won the first couple of rounds, and he got the 10-8.
Mhm.
Cool. But after the first 4 or 5, 6 rounds, yeah, he applied pressure, but he didn't do much. He wasn't throwing a lot.
no, his pressure was more just swarming,
A lot of the shots were
Yeah.
getting blocked. He was missing.
and he was getting clocked coming in.
Yeah.
That can't win you the fight. I don't know how you expect that to win you the fight. I respect Chisora a lot, but I don't rate his style. His style is very, very I want to get, CTE quick time. And he doesn't deserve that. He deserves better than that. He's given us fans, some memorable fights, but at the cost of his health potentially. Yeah. And I'm not a fan of that. I'm not one of them guys that's like, yeah, leave it all in the ring, and if you die, you die. I'm just not on that.
He is the UK heavyweight Gabriel Rosado.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, man.
People still like watching Gabe, and they will still watch
Gabe. He just goes in
Gabe.
there to get battered, and not really. You know what I mean,
Thing is that with Del Boy, I feel like I started to take this sport serious a bit too late in his career.
That's exactly it. He's taking it very seriously now. He was always taking it seriously, but that's what's the word? That's how he perceived it. He thought he was taking it seriously, but he wasn't. He was going at his pace. He was taking breaks when he wanted to take breaks. Now he realized how a serious boxer fights and trains and lives. He's like, this is what I got to do. Okay, cool. But it's a little bit too late.
You think so?
He's not going to win the title. He's not going to win any world titles. He's not going to win. He's not going to beat anyone noteworthy. You know what I mean? So his last two fights, he's lost. Who did he fight before that? Was it Takam or no?
His last fight for Parker was
No, before that. So Parker, before that was Usyk. Who was before that?
I think it was Takam, no?
What was it?
When he stopped Takam.
Lost 2 in a row. Not the best in the world. Not the best in the division, sorry, these guys. Usyk doesn't, again, I don't think he even belongs in the division. But yeah. Another conversation for another day.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
I think it's a rematch.
Yeah.
Chisora will Parker will put on a clinic. And make it more. I think he's got more room for
Parker
improvement.
solidifies that win, not Chisora. Yes. Very good way of putting it. Again, Parker's got much more room for improvement. Chisora doesn't have that no more.
That was a good a very good Chisora. Maybe pace himself a bit better so he's not gassed out. But that was an underperforming, under par Joseph Parker in my opinion. I expected more from Joe. I expected a lot more. I thought he was going to come out and really try and stop him. That's what I
take a picture of the damage we've made in what, 10 minutes? Woo!
We're just eating naturally.
Yeah, of course. I literally am eating naturally.
I'm not trying to eat fast. I'm trying to eat slowly.
I don't eat slowly, so I can't do that. So it's never going to happen. But yeah, that was that. What else happened on that card? The junior.
Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr. returned, now under Sauerland Promotions as well, working with Sauerland's.
Yeah.
And he took on the young, tough, strong Marcus Morrison. And what do you think? We spoke about it. It was a good fight, but again, I mean, I like Eubank and Roy. Roy Jones Jr. is obviously Chris Eubank's now his trainer. Chris Eubank Jr.'s trainer. I like it. I like the mix. We spoke about the style and him trying to pretend like he's Roy.
I don't like it. So I think we differ here, yeah? And not massively. I think Eubank, the commentators were saying, Roy Jones said, I'm not going to make him the next Roy Jones. I'm not going to make him, a copy of me, but I'm going to improve on what he's got already, yeah? I didn't see that. I saw Eubank going in there trying to be a bit like Roy Jones. And if you recall some of their training videos that you've seen, when they're doing the slipping there, some unorthodox, some fundamentally incorrect footwork, innit? Both feet off the ground. As he's doing that. The whole thing is weird. Really, really strange. I see the respect that Eubank has for a respectable coach. Does that make sense? Yeah?
He has to.
Of course he has to, but I'm saying previously we don't really see that. We don't really see. He's usually just like doing his own thing and not really paying attention to what's being told to him.
I'm saying he has to in the sense that
It's Roy Jones.
it's Roy Jones. Like, come on, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So he's aware of that and he does that now, innit? But I just think that, as bad as it sounds, Roy Jones was phenomenal. One of my favourite fighters. Not one of my favourite boxers. Yeah? That makes sense. His boxing was always
Wrong.
fundamentally
Incorrect.
But he managed to reach the highest levels and the peaks through his pure athleticism and his talent. He was crazy talented. And he worked hard, but not as a boxer. If someone with less skill tried to do these things, he's just gonna get beaten up. Okay?
And I know people are going to say, well, if Roy Jones can do it, then Eubank can do it. It can be taught. There's a difference. Roy Jones is Roy Jones Jr. There's not been anyone like him. No one's unorthodox as him. No one moves like him.
You got people like Prince Nassim. Again, making fundamental errors. Again, both feet off the ground. Like that, they
No, I get
were
what you're
both
saying.
known for that kind of leaping in and.
Roy Jones
depending
is
on
different,
speed,
though.
yeah, 100%.
The power was just
I don't
crazy, explosiveness. And even though he was fundamentally incorrect, his ability to get away from shots and not even get hit, even being wrong, having his feet in the wrong place, his head in the wrong place, hands always down, but still managed to get away with it for so many years and dominated nearly everyone he was in the ring with.
Won't be able to do that. Eubank Jr. will not be able to do that.
Do you think it's just because you mentioned it to me and I was like, well, but in bursts he did it very well. He looked.
Yeah, but against who?
But that's what I was saying. I was just about to say.
Against who?
Maybe if he changes opposition, he won't do them kind of things.
If you put him in with the top guys
Excuse me.
in his division, you're gonna have problems. He's gonna be exposed in the first couple rounds.
Do you know what I like about Eubank a lot? So Eubank's clearly got talent. You can see it.
Yeah.
Eubank's clearly got skill. He's got ability. And he's got the work ethic that to match 100%. He's always in the gym. He's always in shape. It's just about it was always about the mentality, getting his mentality right, and
I think he's got that though.
getting him coached in the right manner. Not thinking he knows everything and doing everything in his ones.
Yes, that's
I think it will take time. It was like with Joseph Parker, for example, and Andy Lee. He said, I've only been with Andy Lee 6 weeks. Give me more time and you'll see more differences. You'll see more improvements. Same with Roy Jones and Eubank. I don't know how long they've been together exactly, but it's the first fight together. No one's going to turn into
I think it was a year and a half, bro.
Floyd Mayweather.
For a year and a half.
But it's about when you get in there and showing it,
But
you know?
yeah, absolutely. Going in the ring itself and showcasing what you've learned with the right person and showing that it works, that's when you're clear.
I think with Eubank Jr., I like him a lot as a fighter. I think he's very fun to watch, entertaining. He's explosive. He brings a lot of punches. But again, it's all in bursts, and I want to see it a bit more consistently.
I'm sleepy.
Because he's got the stamina.
Yeah. But I got a coffee. Coffee? What sort of coffee? I got a coffee.
Coffee. Coffee.
You want some? Sure.
Enjoy that. Enjoy that.
Alright, safe.
Falling asleep, I need it.
Woo! Lovely. Here we are. We're back again.
We're back awake. He's back again.
All right, cool.
Oh, that smells dank.
Salted caramel. Coffee. Black American.
That smells very good.
Would you like some? Okay.
So,
choke on it then. Say mashallah.
He wants anybody.
He took the win. He won it. Okay, a lot of people saying, again, the commentators were saying he could have ended it in the second, but he wanted those rounds. I'm not sure that's the case.
I think he could have.
No,
In the second, he could have. But he said it as well. Is that after the second, I could have ended it then. I didn't, and then he was just too hard to get out of there.
Yeah.
Because he was.
Yeah, he was. He was resilient. His name? Marcus Morrison. Very, very resilient. Good fighter. But I worry for Eubank Jr. against the higher guys.
Such as GGG, Canelo, Charlo.
Not even the highest. Forget those names.
I don't think he's even shown us how good he is yet, man.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah. I
Let's
still
find
think
out.
he's got a lot to show us.
I don't see that. Who was saying that? And this resonated with me when it was said, yeah? No, I think it was Billy Joe Saunders. Yes, it was Billy Joe Saunders. Obviously, they don't like each other very much in that at all. Billy Joe was like, listen, man, just because you're the son of a legend doesn't mean I rate you. If you want to talk about son of a legend who I do rate, Conor Benn is someone I can see going places. And I can see that too.
You said that, or Billy Joe said that?
Billy Joe said it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking now, I really don't see where Eubank can go. I don't see him going even near Charlo, Triple G. Don't even mention them in the same conversation. Don't. Canelo, have some respect for the guy, man. Have some respect for the guy. I'm not saying I dislike Eubank Jr. I was all for seeing this journey and seeing where he could go. But I just think that he's not peaked, but he's there. I hope I have to eat my words later. I hope I do. But right now, I don't see how he can improve massively, especially not with Roy Jones, who's teaching him how he got himself to world championship level. But you got there because you're gifted. He doesn't have the same, tool set or toolbox as yourself. Do you get me?
Mm.
He ain't got the speed. He ain't got the agility. He ain't got the mobility. He ain't got the athleticism that you've got. But you expect him to replicate what you did. It's impossible.
Mm. No, I understand. I hear that completely. I do agree. I agree in certain aspects. I do think that I don't think we've seen the best of him yet. So I don't think he's hit his peak yet. Mm-hmm. I feel as though he was not undercoached, but I think beforehand
he took matters into his own hand too much.
I think his ego was too big for his own ability, and it cost him.
No doubt.
In fights that he shouldn't have, or it couldn't. In fact, he probably looks back on and said, "I could have put a better account for myself."
Yes.
AKA for example, the first Billy Joe fight when he didn't do anything for the first 6, 7, 8 rounds, didn't do anything, and then all of a sudden just switched and started throwing a billion punches.
Then he realizes, exactly.
Same thing with George Groves when George Groves beat him. But obviously against James DeGale, he looked good.
Over the hill, James DeGale.
But still good performance though, because he did.
He
dominated.
Yeah, he did.
I
remember that.
But listen, you're saying don't put him in the same breath as GGG, Canelo, all these guys. I think his style for GGG is perfect.
His style to beat GGG. Well, don't call him GGG, bruv.
Triple G.
Yeah.
Triple G, yeah?
Do you reckon?
Yeah. I like the style. It's the style matchup.
What about his style?
So Eubank, I think, struggles with boxers. Yeah? I think Eubank struggles with guys who are slick and move, i.e. Billy Joe, a prime George Groves, someone who could move. Even in some spots of the James DeGale fight, DeGale, couple rounds here and there, but obviously DeGale was finished with injuries. And do it. They're the same.
No, they're not. I got 2 chickens and 2 beef.
That's probably going to be beef then. Open it, though, doesn't matter.
I don't want to.
So how you're gonna? Okay, so what if that's beef?
Well, it is now, isn't it? It's too late. But you said it. At least it goes on you now.
Alright, fine, fair enough. Hope I'm right and I'm wrong.
Hope you're right.
I think that's chicken.
He's right.
There we go.
I thought that too. I'm not gonna lie, but
it would have been weird if they did beef chicken.
They should have done that though.
They should have done that.
Hope they did.
That would have been weird because we didn't do it. It would have been wrong. But we're right now. You're the champion. You're the chicken champ.
What was it saying?
Juice champ.
Juice champs. Rub it in, yeah. I had a business called Juice Champs once upon a time.
Yeah, please. I'm waiting for you to take a dip. Take a bite.
I feel like if it wasn't wrapped in foil for an hour, it would be a lot nicer. Why did I do this? I'm full, bruv.
Now you're making me want to. I was gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. You have the doner and chips first.
Because
the burger I can have in a bit. This I can't. You know what? Yes, back to Eubank. Sorry, I was on a roll. I don't want to get distracted by food again.
That was a mistake, man.
Why?
Because that's just like added to
Your fullness.
That was the point. I was at the point of like peace.
Now you're at the point of no return.
Now I'm at the point of no return. I cannot go back.
With Eubank Jr.,
Yeah.
I feel we're gonna see much better performances, more improved performances, and I think again we were talking about the Triple G fight.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets that, I think he beats Triple G now. We've got to remember Triple G's in his 40s now. He's at 40, maybe 41, I think.
No, he's 37.
Yeah.
Find out, please. I really think he's 36, 37. He can't be, man, can he?
I'm pretty sure he's old.
No, he's 36, 37.
Gennady Gennadievich Golovkin, a.k.a. Triple G. 39.
Mm-hmm.
Turning 40.
Somewhere in between both, then, I guess.
Turning 40
Both wrong?
next year.
41.
So he just turned 39. Cool.
Okay.
Whatever. He's still, his age ain't on his side.
Mm-hmm.
Age ain't on his side. And I think the style that Golovkin will have and apply will be very good for what Eubank wants to do. Because I think
He's going to feed into it.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I've always thought this though. Because Eubank doesn't want to have someone. Eubank doesn't want to have to walk someone down or chase around someone who's going to be fleet on their feet and move around and box. Eubank wants a war. Eubank wants you to come to him, or he wants you to be stationary so he can unload his shots.
Mm-hmm.
Eubank don't throw when he's moving. Eubank plants himself and throws.
Okay.
And GGG is that guy. Because GG's going to sit there and say, come on, give me more. It's nothing. Like when he did it with Willie Monroe Jr. He's like, tick, 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 tick. He's nothing. He's nothing. That, bro, imagine that. Imagine punching someone.
Fully grown man, you know.
So hard in the head.
And he's
looking at you saying, it's tick, 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 tick. It's nothing. I'd walk out the ring. Like that guy when the bell rang.
You know that was because of money, innit?
Yeah, obviously he wasn't getting paid or something. He didn't get paid in time. I would have done the same.
Yeah. What am I going to fight for, bruv? If you ain't paying me.
Because all he had to do is go in there, bell rings, and then done.
That was his contract done. Okay.
Katie Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Katie Taylor took on Natasha Jonas for, obviously, Taylor's Undisputed Championship.
Rivals.
Took on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Took on everything. She defended all her titles. WBO, WBA, WBC, IBF, and Ring Magazine title. I believe she has Ring Magazine in the lightweight division. Mm-hmm. And what a fight, man. What a war.
Entertaining fight. Very, very good.
Katie Taylor won.
Yeah.
Very close, unanimous decision.
I think, again, though, the judges put it closer than it was. Do you get me?
You think so?
I would have liked to see a slightly bigger margin in, because I think one of them had only one round in it.
I think so,
rounds
yeah.
in it. 3 to 4 rounds in it. You know what I mean? But again, what I don't like is 2-minute rounds. I will never understand that.
They should do 3.
There is not enough time for you to even get started, let alone to start judging.
No, I do agree. I don't think 2-minute rounds are. They're already doing 10 rounds as it is.
Mm-hmm.
Give them the extra minute.
It's crazy. I don't agree with the.
They should just do 3 minutes and 12 rounds. It is 12, isn't it? No, it's 10.
I don't think it was 10. I'm not gonna lie to you. Should we check?
I'm pretty certain it's 10.
I don't like arguing with you because you're usually right, innit? So when you said it, I stayed quiet. But
Katie Taylor, Natasha Jonas. I do want them to do 3 minutes though, because 2 minutes, it takes a minute. It takes 2 minutes to fill out
into the groove.
It takes 2 minutes to feel someone out in the first couple of rounds.
Exactly.
Anyway,
You have to just go straight in there, and that's impossible almost.
how many rounds?
How many rounds?
Nobody's gonna know.
How are you gonna round?
10.
10 rounds. Damn it. All right, it's 10 rounds.
I hate to say I told you so.
I mean, I hate to say I did let you tell me so. You get me?
Hate to say that you admitted that you told me so, but I told you so. But yeah, man, it was a very good fight. Jonas hits hard, but again, it's one of those ones where it's the girl, the girl, the lass, the lady,
The
the fighter, the man, the woman,
Have.
the whatever you want to call it.
The person.
The human.
With they.
They, this, they.
They, them. So the one, what are you trying to say, bruv?
Gender neutral.
This guy.
I've just got to make sure I cover all scopes just in case. But yeah, Katie Taylor and Natasha Jonas. It was the classic example of the boxer versus the. But I would not even brawler. I don't think Natasha Jonas is a brawler. She's very educated. She's an Olympian. She's very good amateur. Very good professional. It was just someone who throws a lot of shots, combinations, and flashy, and someone who throws less but harder.
Yeah.
And more powerful.
Yeah. Volume wins, man.
Volume wins.
Do you get me?
It does most of the time.
Simply, if you don't,
Unless you're
if the
Floyd.
power doesn't put you to sleep, no, volume does win because
Unless you're Floyd.
you're gonna evade them all.
No, I'm saying even he doesn't throw anything anyway.
Oh,
He has no volume.
he negates.
He's got
theirs. They go into minus punches. Anyone he goes in against goes into minus punches because they're missing everything, everything, and he throws just a
and
handful
everything he
around.
throws lands.
That's exactly it. So by default, he wins. Do you get me? It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah,
Floyd's volume is low,
accuracy.
but they are on mute.
Wow, so smart.
Floyd, shout me. Want to be in your team? TMT? The collection, was it? His clubs?
Oh, the club. Was it called Collection Club? Nah, man.
The girls' collection?
Something like that. Such a violation name, I think, man. You know that.
I don't know what
Girls
it is.
Collection. Imagine you on the pole, bro.
Why would I work there as one of them covers, bro?
Cash collection.
Oh, mouse
boy.
collection. Cash and
Keep my
carry?
name out your mouth.
Mouth. Keep out your mouse.
Out your mouse.
Mouse trap. You look bullied.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I am.
Should we cover this because you get cold?
Of course, it's
You're not
already
eating.
cold.
You're bullied
It's
now. You're
already
not
cold.
even eating.
I want to clear this up though, man. Shall I cover that? Are you still eating? keep it. I know you want to eat
I
that.
can't. I can in a bit though, but not right now. I'm
Alright,
bullied.
just keep it there then, innit?
It's gonna get
So
cold.
anyway,
Just
that's
put
not gonna save it.
I know, but at least it covers it from particles of dust.
You don't need to breathalyze it.
No, that doesn't mind. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Not like that, but you're my
You
browser.
can breathalyze it all you want. I'm eating that. I'm taking your food.
And then if we stay in the realm of boxing. Sorry, Katie Taylor, just quickly.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Beautiful victory. Hard fought. Shout out Natasha Jonas as well.
Big
She
shout out
put
to
on
Natasha
a very
Jonas.
good performance.
I don't think many expected it to be that good. Do you understand? Like I said though, I did see
Katie just started off really slow
yeah.
and it took her time to get going. But once she got going again, it's Katie Taylor. Oh, how did she do
It's
it?
just her. What?
Oh, you know, I want to fight. I'm a champion.
Do I sound like her? Or am I violating? Is it too much?
No, you
Is it
you
exaggerated?
sound very much, but do it a bit quieter. 'Cause she doesn't.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's you.
Come a bit closer.
so I was going to fight. I came to show up to win. She's a dirty Jonas. She's a good girl.
Bit less Irish than that. That's
Do you reckon?
too.
Nah, come on, man.
No, that's too
Nah, you're
like
just
harsh.
critical, man. You're just critical.
Do it again. Go again, please. One more time.
Shut up, man. Let's talk,
2,
bruv.
1.
And then, so that was a good,
That was her talking.
yeah, that was a good performance from Jonas.
Jonas Brothers.
But
Jonas.
bruv, let's talk, man.
I'm talking.
I think this might have been a mistake because I can't breathe. I can't think. I can't do much right now.
Let's talk about our boy. He was back. 100 pounds
The
lighter.
guy that did it for the Tubby McTubson gang, yeah, and took the world title away from the titles away from your little pin-up model AJ. I sound like a bitter hater, innit? I'm not. Yeah, Andy Ruiz Jr., former heavyweight champion of the world,
Unified. All of the belts. Except
all of them except for WBC. Yeah, it's not really unified anymore, then, is it?
it is. Unified then and undisputed. If you have all of them.
Aha, correct. Then against Chris Arreola, yet another Mexican, yet another heavyweight, yet another. I want to be the first Mexican heavyweight champion. Well, unfortunately, he got beaten to it, and he wanted to be the second Mexican heavyweight champion, but he got beaten by the first Mexican heavyweight champion of the world.
In a very, very good, entertaining, compelling
Absolutely.
war.
Absolutely.
Mate.
Compelling is a good word.
It was such a good
Entertaining is
fight.
a good word.
It
Arreola-
was good because it was subscribed. It was good because it was surprising.
Oh, hold on. Should we?
Areola's
remember to
performance.
subscribe?
Oh,
Should we just remember? Are you not going to subscribe? I think you are going to subscribe.
guys, listen.
Subscribe.
This is the Sweet Science podcast.
Mhm.
This is the #1 podcast in the world, ever of all time and all times. So whilst you're here and you're listening, make sure you do hit the thumbs up and like it. Comment down below. Share it.
Like it.
Share it.
And do not forget to subscribe. Hit the big red button down below, and you'll be ready and active for more of our content.
Ready and active. But yeah, Chris
Radioactive.
Areola came through. I want to call it the performance of a lifetime, but that's too much.
It was a very but bro, I'll be honest with you. It was a very
yeah. His stock should not be diminished after this fight.
It's not. It's only got better. He will get another big fight.
He's proven
He'll either get the rematch or a big fight. So basically, Andy Ruiz won a very close, on 2 of the judges' scorecards, close unanimous decision.
Yeah.
Ruiz went down in round 2, early on. Good shot, right hand, short right hand, chopping right hand, boom. Ruiz went down. Again, Ruiz, when he goes down, he doesn't ever look like he's
No,
done.
he's not. He's down. He's not out, innit?
Yeah, Ruiz gets back up.
not affected
Doesn't
by
look
that.
really like stunned and wobbled, but he got hurt.
Yeah.
And numerous times early on in the fight, Areola was clocking Ruiz with shots. Huge right hands, big left hooks, and numerous times throughout that fight, especially within the first 6, Ruiz was hurt. The first 4 I gave Areola easy, could even give him the 5th. But first 3 to 4 definitely were Areola's in my opinion. First round could have gone either way because it was feel out process with both of them. But 2, 3, 4, like Areola was just hitting Ruiz and Ruiz was looking hurt. Every time he was getting clocked, it looked like his legs buckled a few times. He went, got down, got back up.
It was noticeable.
Round 2, so yeah.
But you said something on the way here, which resonated again. Every time Ruiz got rocked, he did something. It's like he absorbs that pain and unleashes it twofold on his opponent.
One thing I've seen with Andy Ruiz and I've noticed is that he can take a whack.
Yeah.
And when he takes a whack, he likes to give a whack. When he gets whacked, it does not hurting him. In the sense that, for example, we'll give you someone who gets hit and is buckling all over the place, Bambi on ice, can't stand straight, is all over the place, can't get the senses. He gets hurt, he goes down, he gets up, and then he starts to throw bombs.
Yes.
I remember one point, I can't remember what round it was, I think it was in the 4th or the 3rd. It was the round, I don't think it was in the same round he got stunned, he got dropped. But he got caught, he was visibly hurt, he clenched his jaw, you could see it, he squinted his eyes, bit on his mouth guard, bit down, and started to throw.
Mouth shield.
Yeah, mouth
Gum
shield.
shield, innit? Or mouth
Gum
shield.
shield.
That's why.
And just started to throw shot after shot. Them beautiful combinations that he throws. It was a very good fight. I see people giving Areola a stick because he was disappointed with the result. Again, he wasn't disappointed with the result. He said, if Andy won, cool, fair play.
Yeah.
But you can't say I only won 2 or 3 rounds because it's true. He didn't. And it diminishes. Because if you didn't watch the fight, you see wide unanimous
you
decision.
just look at the result. Yeah.
You're like, oh, it was an easy night out for Andy Ruiz. It was the complete opposite. And again, this was Ruiz's first fight with Eddie Reynoso, working with arguably the best coach in the world and the best team with Canelo there. And then also very light. He came in and he lost a lot of weight. He came in about 256.
That's crazy. That is the achievement.
He was weighing over 300 pounds a couple of months ago.
But do you think that was his biggest difference? I didn't see much more from him. I just saw a physical difference. You get me?
I saw little differences. So we spoke about it before as well. He gets caught with a lot of shots. He always did. And he always will because he's that kind of guy.
Yeah.
But what Reynoso and Team Canelo will do is they will try to minimize the damage he takes or the amount of shots he takes. He will take them. It's not going to be like Canelo where he's got flawless. He might do in a couple of fights, but again, you know, he's only been there with one fight. And Canelo's been there his whole life.
Yeah.
It's a big difference. Yeah. You drill these things in and they become second nature to you. Canelo moves and he doesn't have to think about it. Yeah, Canelo is always in ultra instinct. Wow. Doesn't matter what he's doing, his body knows where it's going. His mind is catching up to his body, which is a mad thing because your mind controls your body. It's the other way around. So Ruiz will get used to that. Again, I liked the fact that they kept him calm. He's not too gung-ho and going all-out attack. He paces himself very well now, and the combinations he throws are good. I just think maybe he underestimated Arreola, and that was a big part to play. I
believe so. But who underestimated? Just Ruiz or the whole camp, the whole team?
I don't think Reynoso does.
Exactly, I don't think he does.
I think it might.
Then how did
maybe just in general that they thought they would have clocked him and got him out early, or you know, or they would have dominated it completely. I don't think they realized that with Joe Goosen and a new hungry Arreola. Like Arreola put up a good fight,
phenomenal fight. We have to say he doesn't look. How old is he? 41.
He's 40
years old. He does not look 40. He was younger than me back then. Talking about how he moves as well. Do you get me? He moved and he performed very, very well. Not like a 40-year-old fighter.
No, his stock hasn't gone anywhere though. He's still about.
I hope so. That being said, what can he do? Who can he mix it up with in a heavyweight division?
Who, Arreola?
Yeah. Who can he mix it up with? Does he?
Chisora.
Then what? Fight for what? For the elimination of the eliminated.
Well,
you know what I mean?
He's not going to retire anytime soon. Not after that fight.
Then if you're not going for a title, what are you doing? If it's just you're fighting to get money, then alright, cool. Fair enough.
I get what you're saying. There should always be an end goal at it, but there's people in jobs who are just there for the P.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're correct. But I'm just wondering, is this the kind of job that you want to do? Just
he
to
wants a world
P,
title. He said it. He did say he wants a world title.
No, but he's not getting it.
I know, for being realistic, he's not. But again, if he's gonna come out and give spirited performances,
he's taking it off AJ,
off us.
He's taking it from us. Yeah, you can take the belt from me.
But no, what I'm saying though is, if he comes out with spirited performances like this and gives us entertaining fights, I don't mind him being out there fighting.
No, I don't mind. It's entertaining for me.
I genuinely, I said to you, and I had it wrong, and this is my fault. I thought Ruiz was gonna wipe Arreola out.
Yeah,
I thought Ruiz was gonna come in and absolutely smoke Arreola. I thought Arreola's 40 years old, been in wars, been stopped a couple times, and in those stoppages he's been hurt badly. Yeah. Never been knocked out, but he's been stopped. Yeah. Broken nose, broken jaw, broken face. I broke your face. I broke your face.
You didn't break my face. What do you mean you break my face? Ah!
Fake fight. Wait till I see you next time. Wait till I see you next time, Marty Fake Newsman. You're dead. You're dead. We got unfinished business. Really? You better show up. Really? I'm coming for you.
Such a fool.
You're fuel. You're fuel.
You're fossil fuel. You had a fuel.
You had a fuel.
So yeah, man.
Arreola done really well.
Really well?
So Ruiz next. What's what for Ruiz next? They spoke about a rematch potentially happening.
I think, to be honest, that makes sense for both fighters.
I think they should.
I don't think Ruiz.
But I wouldn't be upset if Ruiz moved on from it and went for a bigger fight.
That's the thing. I don't think Ruiz will take it. It does make sense for Arreola. It doesn't really make sense for Ruiz. You got the W however you want it. Like, however, you got it. But again, entertaining fight. They could do it again.
He
does need a little bit more time to tune up.
I want to see Parker and Ruiz too.
Yeah.
It's a good time to have them both fight.
It is a good time.
And whoever wins that is number one contender. For Fury Joshua.
Where's Wilder? He's out of the mix now.
He hasn't fought.
He's removed himself from the mix.
He hasn't fought in so long. What can we do?
Yeah.
Wilder gets a good win, one good win, and he deserves a title shot straight away. That's all Wilder really needs. One good win.
I mean,
and he's straight back in for next title shot. 100%.
Against whom?
The winner of Fury Wilder. Joshua.
He fight. No, what? You said he gets one good win. One good win from
Against who?
Yeah, who does he fight?
Ruiz.
That's a good fight.
Parker. Dillian White. Do you get me? Oh, how can I forget Dillian
I'm
White?
saying there's too many.
All right, but listen, for the sake that Wilder was champion for so long, and his last fight was Fury, if he gets one big win, he's going to be next in line. 100%. Especially if AJ beats Fury, then it makes even more sense to do Wilder AJ.
100%.
If it's Fury champion, it's probably not going to happen. But even though Wilder still wants it, Wilder's never once said he can't beat Fury. He just can't do it. But he still believes he can.
What?
Wilder thinks that he can beat Fury.
Yeah, he can't.
He can't.
He can't. It's impossible. Unfortunately, it's impossible. It'll never happen. Sorry, mate.
In the meantime, obviously, there's gonna be there's still the discussion of what's happening with Joshua and Fury. Yeah,
Hearn says we're gonna find out within a week, and this was as of Saturday, the 1st of May. So by the time this drops, we could be days away from finding out. Hopefully, I don't think it's gonna be in Saudi Arabia, although it was close to being in Saudi Arabia. I think they've even made a few adverts and stuff about boxing, boxing Arabia or something like that.
where do you think it would be? America,
man. I don't know. It makes sense for it to be in America. That's a huge one. And now that we're allowed to have fans in attendance, just find the biggest flipping stadium or the biggest, venue. Because it will be, will it be full? AJ Fury.
I wouldn't mind when
in
it's
America.
It would be. Yeah, well, 100%. 100%.
Okay. In America?
Yeah, it will sell out. I wouldn't mind seeing Ruiz and White.
That's a good fight.
Dillian White and Ruiz is a very good fight.
Yeah.
You could all mix and match them for Parker, Ruiz, White, and Wilder for next number one contender.
Good.
You could do Parker and White rematch. Remember they fought and Parker got dropped, White got dropped in the 12th, almost got stopped at the end. You could do Ruiz.
It's just a whole bunch of rematches, really, or just like it's just all remixes.
It's good though. I like it. I like
Of course,
that.
I mean that's just the nature of the thing.
I think it's dank.
It's good. I think it is good as well.
You could do Areola, Charles Martin. Charles Martin's back.
Come
in
on
there.
now, man. Is he back where?
Areola, Dominic Brazil.
Nah, I feel like you're taking away from Areola, but then again, that is where he belongs. To be fair,
He's coming off a loss. Yeah, he won, but he's coming off a loss.
Yeah.
He won the fans,
Yeah,
but he's still coming off a loss. So
he is coming off a loss.
we have to remember that.
Matchups need to make sense.
And then obviously we spoke about his stablemate and his teammate Canelo. Next week we've got probably arguably the best fight of the year so far.
Yeah, most anticipated.
Anticipated for us anyway.
Fanboy here.
I'm a fanboy.
We're
gonna have
his words. I'm not gonna be eating this. He's gonna be eating his words.
I think so.
I'm a fan of BJS, innit?
So am I. I love a BJS.
I'm a fan of BJ's. Sorry. I'm a fan of Billy Joe.
I love Billy Joe Saunders as well. I rate Billy Joe Saunders.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be a very good fight.
It's just a very, very good fight, and it's very difficult to say who's going to win. But if you have to pick, if I had to put my house on it,
yeah, I get it.
I have to go
stats and figures.
with Floyd Mayweather.
You see what he said about Floyd?
Who? Canelo?
Yeah.
Is that you knock him out now?
Prime, you could even put me in the same conversation.
Don't know.
It's crazy,
Do you
bruv.
believe that?
Nah.
Who'd win? Floyd Prime Floyd or Prime Canelo?
Is that Pretty Boy Floyd? Is it Money Mate? What
was the best ever Floyd?
That's what I'm saying.
Where, because best ever Floyd's been bare times. I've seen Floyd fight bare times and be like, yup, he's amazing.
That's the best ever, yeah. That's why he's
My
the best ever,
personal
because he's
favourite
consistently the best
was the one that comes straight to mind anyway, but everyone's got their own. I'm not saying it was the best of his performances, but my favourite was when he fought Marquez.
Okay.
Came back from out of the ring. Was he in bin? He was in whatever it was. when he won. Whatever it was, he was out for like 3 years, or he retired again.
This was something, innit? He was out of action.
Yeah, he
for a
just was gone for 2-3 years. Came back and schooled Marquez,
while. Crazy, innit? It's just what.
and it was embarrassing. Like he just dominated him.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's loads of fights, man. The Canelo fight was a schooling.
That's exactly it. Every fight was a schooling, man. You get me? Every fight. Sometimes I don't agree with the matchups, but to make it 50. All right. Was it 50 or 49?
49. Conor McGregor was 50.
Oh, yeah, of course. So I mean, Conor
Obviously,
McGregor, I
even-
respect that one because, bro,
I'll do that.
there's one video or one clip of the fight that I always see, or that I remember anyway, and it's when McGregor throws. Is it a jab? Is it a right? I can't remember what he throws, but I play it back in my head, and yeah, it must be a right. And Mayweather doesn't even flinch. Yeah, and for me, this is the master that is Mayweather, because now imagine I'm here, he's perfected the distance, yeah, and like measuring the distance. He knew that when McGregor threw his right, it would only get there. He literally doesn't flinch. He doesn't blink. He doesn't do anything.
No, it was when he hit his
breathe on my
nose.
hand.
It touched his
Yeah,
nose.
it just
That's
touched his
what I was
nose.
doing.
It didn't press
It
on
was
it.
a jab.
Like,
I know.
yeah, was it a jab?
He threw out the jab, threw the jab, and it just flicked his nose.
And for me, I don't know if it's been said before by anybody, but it must have been. But that is a master of judging distance, because he knew that wasn't going to land. Do you think Mayweather would have just seen that jab and just not done anything about it? He would have at least rolled his head. He would have done something to avoid it or to minimize it, innit? He didn't even bother. That's an amazing, amazing thing.
What if he
in my
didn't see
head.
the jab coming?
He did. He's staring straight at it. His eyes are wide open.
No, it was such a. That's
It
when
was the
McGregor
funniest
was
thing ever.
like half dead after a couple of rounds.
Crazy.
Yeah. So Canelo's going to take on Billy Joe Saunders. Amazing bout.
Hopefully, guys.
People
hopefully.
need to be aware that this is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Don't
Tune
cut
in,
Billy Joe
tune
and
in,
he's
tune in. What?
Don't. His due credit, I'm saying, don't
Yeah.
give him stick because you don't know him well enough or he hasn't fought the best of the best.
Yeah.
When you wait till you see Billy Joe,
Exactly.
I'm
You've got to see him.
excited
Yeah, 100%.
people to see a very good Billy Joe, and I'm also excited to see what Canelo does, because if Canelo beats Billy Joe, in my eyes, he's the best of our generation,
He has to be. Yeah.
excluding Floyd.
Who else is there?
Like I mean, of the current crop.
Yeah,
sorry,
right now. Yeah. Oh, pound for pound.
him and Tyson Fury.
Flipping hell, bruv.
But yeah, if Canelo wins that, man,
If Billy Joe takes it, then what?
you can't
then what?
deny
Is he the
Canelo.
best? He's beat the best.
It's mad.
That's crazy, isn't it?
It's mad though. It's mad.
Okay. We'll just hold our horses and speak on it next week, innit? Because it's crazy.
Canelo.
You hate it, bruv. You don't want to see them succeed.
Canelo.
You don't want to see the gypsies succeed.
No, I love Canelo. And I love the Gypsies. I love them. I love them all.
But boy, then we had the UFC. I'm not gonna lie to you, I wasn't roasting for this card. A couple of decent fights here and there thrown in. You had the what was her name, man? Disqualification. Doesn't matter. It wasn't even important, bruv. Again, it was just more acting, to be honest. But let's talk about the main event.
Talk about it, Papa. Tell me.
We had Dominic Reyes and Jiri Prochazka.
Why are you saying Pochettino?
Because that's how I've been writing it the whole time for banner. Now I've forgotten it's flipping it's Pocahontas.
Who? Propagandas?
Jiri Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
What's his name, bruv?
Prochazka.
That's it. That's not how you say it, is it?
Prochazka.
Anyway, yeah, Prochazka, whatever his name
Let me
is.
see how to pronounce it, because he's Czech.
Yeah.
So I would have thought it's
Check me out.
Prochazka or Prochazka. Jiri Prochazka. Pronounced. Let me see. Let's see if they say his name so we can hear it.
No, they say Prochazka.
Yeah.
Prochazka, that's what I'm saying. But I don't
So
know
that's
if
how the Czech people will say it.
Is it?
Prochazka,
How do
yeah.
you know that?
I've got a few Czech friends.
And they all say
Thomas Roshitsky,
Prochazka.
Thomas Suchek.
But yeah, there's
Prochazka.
Jiri Prochazka versus, he was ranked number 5. Ranked number 3 was my man, Dominic Reyes. Coming off 2 loss streak, whatever you call it.
Obviously, the first loss that you had was, a lot of people thought you beat John Jones. So, Ron Jones, does that really count as a loss? It does, obviously, on the record.
JJR. It is a loss.
But he didn't. He won.
Don't care.
He won in the people's eyes again.
Yeah, no, but you lost.
But yeah, he lost. Okay, cool.
You lost. You had something to prove.
Cute.
Went in against Yan, lost. Got beaten up. Nose broken.
No,
Is that where he broke his nose? Got his nose broken. He's got a prominent nose. Yeah? He's got a big nose. and it broke.
Again.
And once again, this weekend or last weekend, it broke again. How many times can your nose be broken? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But how many times can your nose be broken? Is it just going to turn into like mashed potato inside there? And it's just like...
Touch it and it'll break.
Like, you know them things when you're in school, you fill up the balloon with flour. Is that what his nose is going to be like? Like a stress ball. It's just like, you just poke it and it's like, it gives way. Or is it going to be... Blood, his nose is pammed, bruv. I would, if I'm him, I'm like, I don't want to take no more.
But what do you do then? Like, it's mad because
go do something else, bruv. He used to play football, is it?
Can you fix your nose like that?
NFL. What do you mean, can you fix your nose?
Once it's broken.
Does he need to take time off? Does he need to? I don't know what he needs to do. But bruv, his nose is. That's twice in 2 fights. He's got a broken nose. Going by his past 2 fights, he has 100% record in breaking his nose in fights. Do you get me? Mm-hmm. So statistically, we can suggest or we could predict that he'll probably break his nose again next fight.
The thing is, before that, in the Jones fight, he looked amazing, yeah?
He did.
And
his
then
spirit got broken,
against Yan and even here against Prochazka, I think he was not overconfident, but again, he's getting into exchanges when he doesn't need to be.
Yep.
He's slick and he can move.
Yep.
He gets caught with a lot of shots when I don't think he necessarily needs to.
Of course he doesn't need to.
And it's that Mexican in him. He wants to exchange all the time. And I don't know, man. It's risky. It's definitely risky.
I don't like a fighter that like the Mexicans say, wants to take one to give two. I don't like that. I don't have too much respect for that. I understand it means you're a warrior. But as a gentleman that's slightly older, myself that is, I'm aware of the fact that you need to preserve yourself, yeah, and your health. And I think it's very, very naive and very reckless to say, I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna take one to give two, like Ariola kept saying. And a lot of these people go in there with that mentality when I don't think that is the way to do things. Do you get me?
Mm-hmm.
It was a very good fight, though. Sorry, let's just talk about the fight because we didn't talk about it. Yeah, Prochazka won after basically a series of 2 elbows, spinning elbows. Yeah, the first one, bam. The other one, bam. Knocked him clean out. He was out for a while. He wasn't getting up.
Dominic Reyes went to the Shadow Realm.
Yep.
And
joined all
Ben
of the
Askren.
guys.
Sorry, let me go in order. Nate Robinson.
He's not the first one. Ben Askren.
Ben Askren. And
he got sent there with the knee.
George Masvidal.
Yeah. Anyway, he was just chilling with all his blue ghost friends from Mujahid's his animations.
One of his animations.
Boom, roasted. Ha. Yeah. But he got knocked out cold. Prochazka's style is very weird. It's very weird.
Aggressive though.
He's
an aggressive mofo.
Yeah.
Comes forward, takes a beautiful shot, got a granite chin, and he's just looking to take you out. No backward step.
Reyes really, really, really performed well.
He did. He just got caught. It was like Tyron Woodley and Vicente Luque.
Yes.
It was a beautiful fight whilst it lasted.
Yeah, whilst it lasted.
Again, I think the problem was that because Reyes' nose broke, it ruined it for him because, again, blood's pouring out, your eyes swelling up.
Your nose is finished.
And you're struggling to breathe.
Yep.
You're trying to get away from shots. And it just gets in the way. It's like, it's going to affect you. And, it kind of good that it kind of got stopped like that, because if he took more serious damage, you don't know what could have happened, because it was only the second round.
Mm-hmm.
It was only the beginning of the second round. They had the whole of the second round to finish, and then the whole of the third. It could have been big problems for him. It's upsetting, though. It's a big fall from grace, though.
It is, man.
Because he went from being the chosen one or the next big guy in the division to have now lost 3 in a row.
12-0 to 12-3. Again, statistically, or statistics show or suggest that he'll be going from 12-0 to 12-12. Obviously, I'm making this up, but I don't want to see that rack up. Just keep getting L's and L's and L's, and then
You got to rate him though. He's taking tough fights.
Of course.
But the bad thing is though for him is the beatings he's taken or the losses he's had. That Yan loss was very bad. Again, he got beaten up and his nose. It was just bad. The kicks he took to the ribs. Remember his ribs?
Yeah. No, it was. Yeah, exactly. It was his ribs. It was the back
But
of his
Yan and Jiri is a beautiful fight. That
Yuri.
Eastern Europe at its finest.
That is crazy. That is actually the X-Men. That's the Avengers versus flipping.
It's
DC.
Beast versus
Beast.
Who's the other guy?
I don't know, bro. Wolverine.
No man,
What are you talking about, bud?
the guy's made of steel.
Colossus. Juggernaut.
Yes, he could
You
even
know what
that.
I mean? It's mad. That's a crazy fight.
Sabretooth and Wolverine facing
We need
off.
to see that kind of stuff, and I'm looking forward to that. See, that's when I don't mind a bit of maximum violence. Yeah,
Jan
But
Blachowicz
when you
versus Jiri Prochazka.
that's fine. Both of them go in there. They're both resilient. They don't have vulnerable eye sockets. They don't have a vulnerable nose. Do you get me? If you've got
Both
a vulnerable
strong,
nose,
powerful Neanderthals. Just, do you get what I'm saying? Vikings.
no, it's true.
Just
It's just they are
big, strong,
what's the
powerful
word
guys.
called? They are primitive.
Yes.
Men. Like,
Yeah.
In terms of not in their skills, but in their like ability to be.
They pick up
savages.
animals and eat them
They
alive.
devour them whole.
Yeah? They eat bricks. Okay?
But yeah,
They don't use a knife or fork.
this guy, bruv,
They don't do that.
they just eat stones.
They eat stones. They sleep outside in the garden because they like how it feels.
They like how it feels.
Mosquitoes don't bite them. They bite mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes are allergic to them.
Yes.
Yes,
But you get what I'm saying though.
that would be a good
Soldiers, animal of men. Men of animals.
fight. What are you talking about?
I'm just trying to say they're beasts,
Has
bro.
the dollar
Like
got to you? That food is mad still. I'm so
No.
full, bruv.
stew.
Stew. All right then. Yeah, I do want to see that. Yuri versus Yan.
Obviously, it'll be Jan versus.
Yeah.
Is it Glover next?
Yeah. And then he said I'm taking whoever the winner is because he just wants the belt. I would like to see Yan versus Yuri, but I'm sure Yuri just wants to see Yuri versus the winner. You know what I mean? Whoever's the title holder at the time. Do you reckon Glover Teixeira takes the belt?
It's a good fight. Glover's looked very good in his last couple of fights. And he's an awkward style where he's powerful, very good on the ground. But if Yan carries on performing the way he is and develops the way he is, showing us more tools from his arsenal, then he should win.
Yan's pretty damn flipping savage, man.
Yan's amazing, man. Yan's very underrated. Good defense, good going forward. Just an all-round good fighter.
Yeah.
He's very quiet in his approach, you know?
That's
You're not gonna
exactly
talk
it.
much. You're not going to know more.
You know what it is? The more he talks about legendary Polish power, that seems to be all I think he's got. He's got a lot more.
He's got a lot more than that, yeah.
He's got
You
a
saw
lot
it in the Adesanya fight.
Exactly. And that's my reference point. You know, you saw the ability to adapt, the ability to avoid
Big
you know,
shots.
big shots from a fast, sharp shooter. Yeah. He's good, man.
That Yuri fight will be a war, though.
It would be a good one. Yeah, exactly.
Because Yuri's gonna come
He's gonna adopt a different
forward
style.
and try to kill you, literally. Like Reyes was on ropes the whole fight.
Crazy,
Reyes was
man.
fighting back.
Every time he got rocked, he's like, wake up, man, snap out of it, bam, and come back with something. But
It was just the
just
nose,
got
I
it,
think, played a big factor.
Mhm.
Definitely affected him, and then boom, he just got caught with that beautiful elbow. Beautiful spinning elbow.
it was tremendous.
Wasn't expecting that to come out of nowhere and just put him to sleep.
Absolutely.
Put him to sleep, man.
What's happening in UFC next week? We've got something big. Or is that in 2 weeks' time?
There's been a lot of cancellations this week as well, man.
I don't.
Like we were meant to have Sandhagen and Dillashaw.
Dillashaw
got
got
cut.
his what? Oh, yeah,
Cut
his
eye.
yeah.
Romero and Anthony Johnson got
Yeah, but
cancelled.
I'm not watching that. Well, I am watching it, but we're not going to talk about it. It's long.
That got cancelled because some testing or something.
It's something to do with his eyes. Again, a lot of people saying, "Oh, really? You didn't realize from his traps that he's on drugs?" Bruv, it's nothing to do with that. It's to do with his eye, apparently. You get me?
His eye is really damaged.
His eye is bad.
Eye, you can't really see it.
He got okay. So
yeah, Sandhagen and Dillashaw, which was meant to happen.
That is whack. Do you know what they've done? They've upgraded Park Jun Young and Taefon Chukwi.
That's not the main event apparently anymore.
It's not. Well, they better have something changed. Yeah,
it's going to be Michelle Waterson.
Bruv, I'm not watching it.
Alrighty,
if you want to hear someone talk about it, I'm not talking about it.
There's going to be someone else.
2 weeks time, I'm looking forward to this. Look at that card. Look at that main event card, bruv. Charlie Olives, Michael Chandler, Leon Edwards, Nate Diaz, Tony Ferguson, Beneil Dariush.
What a fight.
Bruv.
What a fight.
Bruv. Then you've
got...
What
a fight card.
Yeah. You got Shane Burgos, Edson Barboza. Forgot about that. Yeah. And Chikagian, whatever. And then Araujo. That's a serious card. That's 2 weeks away, though. It's not just yet. Not just yet.
Canelo Billy Joe's coming up, guys. We're going to talk about that soon.
That's going to be the focus. That's going to be the focus of our next week. You get me? And if we do have time, we might just do a little breakdown. All right, then, guys. Without further ado, without further ado, I don't know if that's a thing, but yeah, let's just wrap it up.
Yeah. No. We hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, we're trying to do something a bit different because we were breaking our fast as the time of the pod started. So instead of waiting till afterwards or just eating a dessert to break our fast, we wanted to enjoy something for you guys. Another business as well, a local business which we could promote.
Shout out Grillers in Camden.
Congratulations on
Grillers in the Mist.
Being beautiful. It was good.
It was good. I enjoyed everything.
Quickly, out of 10.
All in. Okay, just give them. All right, on 3.
On 3.
Wait, on 3. We're just gonna give the whole thing. Bearing in mind, we ordered this at 8:15. Like we ordered it to be ready for 8:15. It was ready for 8:15. By the time we got here, and started eating, it's probably about 8:45. So that's at least half an hour. So things go cold and stuff like that, yeah? But, all right. 3, 2, 1, 7 out of 10. Oh, okay. That's fine. I wanted to say 8, but a few things took away. I didn't enjoy the burgers.
I haven't had my beef one yet, so I don't know.
They've been wrapped and they've been sat there for a while. The chips, they're for me, they're perfect.
Yeah, the chips are banging.
Yeah?
The doner's banging.
The doner was banging. The
strips were nice.
Strips were nice, but I just think my mouth's watering. I just think that everything was a little bit too. Not everything, but it was a bit too spicy. Like there's no point in everything being spicy. There was no business. The burgers had no business being spicy as well. You get me? But I enjoyed it though. I did enjoy it. I want to say 7.5. Let's say 7.5. But again, it's not an 8. But this platter, by the way, cost £45, yeah? It's made for 4 to 5 people. 4 people, because you get 4 burgers. Who's going to say, nah, I don't want a burger. I'm going to forfeit my burger for an extra strip. Do you get me? Makes no sense. But £45 for a lot of food. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's not much remaining in it. But that's because myself and Cash are big people. You get me? And I really did enjoy it, man. I did enjoy that.
I did as well. I loved it.
Forgive us, please, guys, if there were dips during or dips in energy during this episode, but it went. I was my body just switched off, and it was just focusing on digestion and staying alive. Staying alive. All right,
but yeah, guys, listen. This has been a Sweet Science podcast.
It has.
This has been episode 46.
It's been a savoury science podcast.
Oh, not even sweet this week. Yeah. We've been super savoury, super sleepy. But listen, guys, 46 episodes deep. We are the #1 podcast in the world.
En el mundo.
El mundo.
Mejor.
But yeah, guys, again, thank you for listening and watching. Do catch us on Spotify. Do catch us on Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts. Obviously, make sure you do subscribe. Hit the big red button.
YouTube is there. You know where we are. You know where to find us.
Comment,
subscribe, share it, school it.
Yeah? Make sure, if you're going to do anything, the only thing you should do is shwar it.
Like it?
Shwar it.
Because not only are we the best podcast in the world, we are the best around.
Cue the video that he loves and he's got saved on the laptop.
breaking the mic. But yeah, guys, listen.
Thank
you so much. It's been Cash with a K and not a C.
Mouse with a blood clot mouse. Squeak, squeak, mother.
Squeak alaikum.